my bedtime reading, an important book, and a bad book. That would be this, Robin DiAngelo's White Fragility. How can it be important and bad? Well, it's not unique. Mein Kampf was important and bad. Karl Marx's Das Kapital, important and bad. Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto, really important and really bad. Yeah, bad in part because of their popularity, and popularity that brought on evils in all three cases. This is embellishing an evil. The evil is woke progressivism. It's been with us for 15 years or so. And by making this such a popular book, it makes those of us who might criticize the groundings, to them, look like racists. Okay? That is their defense. That's their offense, actually. The wokes will call anyone or any idea that's disagreeable racist, which naturally shuts people up. Nobody wants to be called a racist. Well, let's make sure we realize that the author of this is a racist. She admits it. Now, it's ameliorated by her very broad definition of racism. So broad, she thinks everyone's a racist, or everyone who does not do enough to wipe out the vestiges of racism. Well, not doing enough means not doing as much as the most pure person. So only the Mother Teresa of racism could be the one standing non-racist. Now, when you expand the definition of what is racist, it loses its meaning. Well, there's a searing meaning that we've all had. It is evil. And the editors of this book let Robin display an evil form of racism in multiple places, she assuming from economic circumstances that are not so good that it applies to black people, or schools that are not so good. She assumes these are black schools. This is not an assumption of normal Americans. 50 years ago, maybe? But she's living with the legacy that has been wiped out almost everywhere. If she wants to guess about pockets of white racism, the few that might still remain, then this is a very narrow book. When she wants to give her recollections of study groups that she's participated in or led, she's got a very narrow group of people there, people who are sort of being impounded into study groups because of alleged insensitivities in the workplace. So from the truly racist underpinnings of one Robin DiAngelo comes a definition of racism that is all-encompassing. It becomes meaningless if you think about it. But the words racism and the title White Fragility carry a long message. And they sort of supersede the gobbledygook, the psychobabble that it pervades the last one-third of this book. It is not worth completely reading. I've gotten through it twice because I'm obligated to report on it. But what about popularity, Mark? You've routinely said that something that is popular doesn't deserve round criticism. Please remember, popular in a 300 million person country, to have a quote bestseller that still attracts less than 1% of that means popular but unrepresentative. The 99% of us who don't buy the book, and that small percent, I did buy this, who don't buy into the book, are far more representative. I'm Mark Stewart.